Hi up everyone. I wonder, are you going lockdown crazy? Well, as promised, we're going to do a little bit of cooking, something that you can do together, something that you can do with the kids, something that you can do with the grandkids. So what we're going to do, we're going to make pizza. We're going to make pizza from scratch. This is something that you could take an hour or so over. It'll keep them occupied. It'll teach them how to cook. That's something that's long lost these days, isn't it? So let's have a start. So what we want, first of all, I want to get some herbs from the garden. If you haven't got fresh herbs, go into your cupboard and hopefully you've got some dried oregano or something like that. And yeah, so let's get some herbs. Now, what am I going to have? I'm going to have a little bit of thyme here. I've got some scissors in my back pocket. Just cut some of that off. And I'm going to get a few leaves of sage, because they're going to go on top. Listen, I'm no professional, and I don't mind admitting to you that I watch YouTube videos. Gennaro is one of my favourites, so I certainly don't mind nicking his stuff because he's a top bloke. We love Gennaro. So, let's go cook. Rightio, here we go. We've got some herbs there. These are going to be ready for our pizza. So let's pop those to one side for a minute. Now, how do we make the dough? First of all, I've got 500 grams of strong bread flour there. If you've not got bread flour, try plain flour or something. I don't know how it'll work. You let me know. This is where we'll be different from Gennaro and those, because they won't reply to you because we've got thousands and thousands of people. What do we want? We want a teaspoon of salt. Plop that in there. Give it a bit of a mix around. Not going to need those again. Make sure it's well mixed in. Now what you don't want to do is, because we've got some yeast mixture going in shortly, you don't want to plop that straight on top of the salt, because that will kill the yeast and we don't want to do that. So what have I got here? In this one here, in this dish here, in this bowl here, in this Pyrex dish here, whatever you want to call it, we have got a 7-gram sachet of yeast. And the water's warm. It's not hot. If you would put it in hot water, it'd kill the yeast. So it's not hot. So it's been there for 4 or 5 minutes, something like that. That'll help to activate it. Now that's about 300 ml or just over. Now you can always add some water to this, so don't worry. And this is going to be the bit that the kids or the grandkids are going to absolutely love, because they can get their hands in. You can make this with your food mixer, with the dough hawk. Of course you can. I probably would normally myself. But this is the fun bit. This is what the kids are going to love getting involved in. Because now, any second, we're going to get our hands in there. We're going to get our hands dirty. Listen, I've got gloves on. I wouldn't normally if I was just doing it for us. But we've got this COVID-19 thing going on. So we've got to make an effort, do what we can, just to make sure we're all okay. We're in lockdown here in Alcacebre. Because this is where we live. We managed to get back a couple of days ago from the UK, and so we're here now. But we know that we're in a much more fortunate position than many people, because many people are in apartments and houses, no gardens and things like that. That's one of the reasons we thought we'd just sort of try and put these sort of YouTube videos together for you guys, so that hopefully it'll help make things a little easier. Now, so you've got your dry ingredients there. Don't need that bowl, that's going in the sink. Right, let's start kneading. So, pull it towards you, pull it towards you, pull it towards you, push it away. Pull it towards you, push it away with your heel, like that. If it needs a little bit more water, put a drop more water in, not very much, because this is about right, this is. Pick up all your dry bits on the worktop, push away, pull it towards you, push away. Now, as we're doing an Italian dish, we ought to have some Italian music, haven't we? The problem is, of course, we haven't got a license for Italian music, so it'll just have to be me. Now, what a good Italian song. Oh yeah, I remember. Just one cornetto, give it to me. Delicious ice cream of Italy, the nuts and chocolate cream. Give me cornetto from Walls Ice Cream. Now, all you young people won't have a clue what I'm talking about there or singing about. But anyway, so we do this for a few more minutes. Keep pushing it away with the heel of your hand. And I'm getting out of breath now. And you're going to get bored watching me do this. But keep doing it for a few more minutes until it becomes really elastic. And come back to me then. Right, there we go. We're about there now. What I want to do now is, I just want to cut this into 4 equalish sizes. Look, this ain't Sainsbury's. This ain't, what's the geezer's name? Oh, I don't know. One of those pizza makers. This is home cooking. So we're going to go like that, and like that. And yes, some might be different sizes. It don't matter. Don't matter. Well, this is rustico, as they say in Spain. It's rustico. So, now, what would you do that now? Just stay with me a second. I need a plate. Below. Pop these on here like this, and they are different sizes. Look, if you want to weigh them out so they're exactly the same, that's absolutely fine. And what we're going to do is, we're going to go and pop this somewhere relatively warm for about an hour. If you can't wait, don't worry too much. And here, as in the best Blue Peter productions, is one I made earlier. So look, now we've got this lovely, lovely dough. What we're going to do is pull it apart again, and we're going to knock it back. Just knock the air out of it, like that. And what we're now going to do is we're going to now start to form the pizza. If it sticks, gets a bit dry, just a little bit of flour, not much. And we're going to start to make this into a pizza. And what we want is a little bit of a ridge around the edge. Keep everything where it should be. And once we've got it about there, I'm going to pop it on one of these pizza making thingies. Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't. It's one of these steel pizza trays to put in the oven. You will in a minute, because you'll see it. And then you'll, oh, you beauty, I'm about out of breath, I am. All this flipping knocking about. Just bring that out like that. Listen, I'm not a pizza maker. That's pretty clear to see. If you get a hole in it, drag a bit off the edge, pop it over the top. It's rustico. It's rustico. It ain't very roundico either, let me tell you. Right, so here's a little bit of a pizza tray. Clearly these are going to be about single sizes. Well, they are for us anyway, because we've been greedy. So let's just pull this out a little bit. Square pizzas, how about that? They'll be a bit rounder in a minute. Hang on, just bear with me. I told you I loved Gennaro, but I didn't say I wasn't, did I? Hang on, bear with me. We're getting there. We're getting there. Right, now, this is where we're going to start building the pizza. And we're going to pop it in. Now, whatever you fancy putting on your pizza is probably what you've got in your fridge. The way things are at the minute, I'm going to do a bit of a repair there. And so, there we go. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Well, I think it'll be all right. Then we'll soon see when we try it, won't we, in a bit. Pop that out there like that. Now, where's my ladle? Here we go. Get my ladle. Going to get a little bit of passata, like that. Not too much. You can very easily put too much of this stuff on, and you get a very soggy bottom. Nobody wants a soggy bottom, do they? So just pop some of this on. Now, what you're going to put in that, you could put garlic in it, couldn't you? You could put all sorts of things in it. Certainly herbs. This is where maybe your oregano, your dried oregano will come in. I'm going to put a few bits of thyme, just sprinkle it on there. Not that big, obviously. Just pull that out. Bit of thyme, fresh thyme on the top there. And I'm going to put, I'll tell you what I am going to put on because I quite like it. I'm going to put on a few chili flakes. Here's a spicy pizza. That'll be lovely, that will. Now, what we're going to put on next? Yes, you know what we're going to put on next? We're going to put on a bit of mozzarella. So, I've got a bit of mozzarella here. Tear it up. pop it on there like that. Nice thick bits of mozzarella. Or mozzarella. There goes my phone now. I'll have to wait. And pop this on like this. This has taken me not many minutes to do, but you can do it as long as you want. You can put salami on, you can put all sorts. You know the game. You know what you like on pizza, don't you? So just get those bits together if you've got them. Pop them on. Now I'm going to do what Gennaro does, and I'm going to put a few of these leaves of sage on. Now what I haven't got easily is I've got some extra virgin olive oil. Now extra virgin olive oil is what you want for flavour, so let's have a little bit on the top of that, just a little bit of squib of extra virgin going over the top there, give it a bit of flavour, and then we're going to pop it in the oven for about 7 minutes and we'll take it from there. Okie doke. Now, if you have a little bit of a look inside here, you'll see that I've got some stones in there. They're actually the bricks that you make a pizza oven out of. Now, I've got those in there to the surprise of my wife, and a bigger surprise to my wife will be the fact that I've cleaned them. So they're in there now. That's going to be in there 220 degrees for around about 7 minutes.
Okay, let's see what's happened here then, Mr. J.
Proof of the pudding, so the say's in the eating. Oh dear. Is it good? That's the thing.
There's a lot of melted mozzarella there.
That's good. That's a good thing.
And I can taste the herbs. Are we ready for take 2?
Oh yeah. Well, the other one's in the oven and shouldn't be too long before it's out.
Oh, nice. Excuse the mess.
There you go, getting better all the time. So that's the last one, which is a cheese, tomato, a little bit of chili again, and mushroom pizza, and arguably rounder than before. So we're getting there, poco a poco. So what do you fancy?
One.
So you've seen that pizzas are pretty easy to make, theoretically. Not so easy to get round, but the taste is awesome. This will be the 3rd pizza today that we've done. We probably won't have it till tea now, but it's great fun. It's something that you can do as a family together. It's something, and it brings the family together, doesn't it? Something, everybody sits on the devices these days. I'm not knocking that, but something to bring the family together at difficult times, and we really are all in this together. None of us know whether we're going to weather the storm or not, do we? That's us included. But, let's make the best of this. And if we can be part of that, making it a bit better, then we'll do that. So tell us, what do you want to see next? What should we have a go at? What you got in your fridge? Tell us, and we'll try and knock something together. And what we can do is we can put the videos up and you can tell us what you think. Absolutely. And ask us what we can do. Let's, even if we can't be together, let's try and be together.